Well, how about this little backdrop in our service department? It ties in perfectly with our all New York Corvette send-off Pat vlog on today's Coffee with Conti. I got the mug, I got the shirt, we got these goofy Statue, it's supposed to be Statue of Liberty balloons, whatever. Thank you so much for joining us. This is going to be a fun one today. I can't wait to see your comments on today's show. The send-off Pat, it's a way I like to show off the cars that you guys are buying, share the stories from our customers that we're dealing with. It really is an honor and a blast to share it with you right here on the channel. Make sure you support us, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Now, I told you this is going to be a good one today. We have a new husband that ordered his Corvette on his honeymoon. Ladies, would you tolerate that? I can't wait to see the comments on that one. And I talk often on this channel how we connect through this car. And I think it's more so than you realize. I've got a wonderful comment that I want to share when our customer got home to New York. And then I got a cool lady that just bought her husband a brand new Corvette. He has no idea. In fact, he's getting it today while you're watching our all New York Corvette send-off Pat vlog. Then I'm going to go off format just a little bit because it's a similar story of the same nature. And unfortunately, it doesn't have a good outcome. In fact, when I tell you this story, you're going to want to hit this husband in the face. And you're going to go, whoa, Rick, that's a little violent this morning. No, when I tell you the story, you're going to want to hit him in the face. I still do, and it's over 20 years ago. That's coming up on today's all New York Corvette send-off Pat vlog. Welcome to Coffee with Conti. Thanks again for joining us today, guys. Seriously, this is going to be a fun show. I can't wait to see your comments on some of the deliveries that we have for you. And if I was in art class or something like that, don't you think I'd get an A+ for effort? I mean, I'm milking everything I can. I got the mug, I got the shirt, I got the... Today we have folks from, and this is in no certain order, we have folks from Webster, New York, Rensselaer, New York, Centerport, New York, Huntington, New York, and Massapequa Park, New York on today's all Corvette send-off Pat vlog. I don't know who's got worse weather, you up in upstate New York or me right now.
Tell me about it.
We've been spoiled. This is Chris from New York. Rain, sleet, sun, snow, whatever. Oh my gosh, this sucks. Chris is here to pick up his beautiful 24 Rapid Blue Coupe. Thanks for the business, buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. You are a car guy. We're talking about Watkins Glen up there. Yep. Maybe I'll get a chance to track my car up there. That'll be pretty cool.
Yep.
I love the color you picked for obvious reasons, but this is Chris's car as we walk around it real quick. He's got those new wheels. I love those wheels, and he does have the tension blue interior. And there's the high wing. You changed when you were building the car? Did you change it a bunch of times, or was it always Rapid Blue?
Nope, you can thank my wife for that one.
All right.
I was leaning more towards red.
Okay.
Or something different, but nope, it had to be blue, so you can blame her.
Ah, fantastic. Good job. So we're talking and I just stopped. I said, hang on, Chris, I got to turn the camera back on because this is the conversation pieces I like sharing on the channel. Chris is a first-time, and I just talked about this, a first-time Corvette owner, and you're talking about how Chevrolet has revolutionized this car, this marketplace. So let me ask you, why did you choose Corvette?
Well, I mean, I've driven front-end vehicles and sports cars and what have you. This is different. This is a, you could take the car, take your wife, take the
top off,
take the top off,
right on,
of the car, and just go and tour and do what you want to do. But you can track, you can do this car will do everything. Now, not to say the other generations won't do the same thing,
sure.
But it has a different appeal where it's getting myself into, hey, I love a Ferrari, I'd love a,
sure,
you know, a Lamborghini, stuff like this, but
right.
My pocketbooks aren't that deep to get into
totally
this.
Get it.
And, you know, this car is just something you could just go out there and just
I talk about it on the channel that the car, I think, has that elevated look. It has that exotic look. I mean, it just is a new level for us, and it's really a level of enjoyment that we've never had in Corvette.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of what drew you.
And it's unique. You know, this car, what they did is unique to their lineup. It's not the same rehash stuff over and over again.
Right.
And this has drawn a lot of attention, I think, in the industry, not just Chevrolet, but I mean, look at what Ford's doing.
Right.
You know,
right.
And their stuff, and the other manufacturers, and they're taking a look at it, and they know the mid-engine is kind of the place where to be in a lot of the market area.
All right, so before we have them talk to OnStar, I'd like you guys to meet our customers. And you heard earlier how Chris is motivated to buy Corvette because of what this new car is. But I always like to talk about you guys personally too. He's an avid bowler, and I think that's pretty cool, man. I got to brag about you, man. You got almost 3,300 games, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
A little bit.
That's amazing.
I got to get back into it, but yes.
Yeah, that's neat, man. Any other hobbies and things like that that you enjoy besides? We talked a lot about cars and car shows, which is cool. You are a car guy. I love that. But anything else besides the bowling stuff, or? Besides
bowling, cars, work.
Yeah.
Avid work.
Yeah, that becomes a way of life too for us.
Yeah, no, that sums me up pretty good. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you, dude. Chris and Lindsay in New York, congratulations. We got that send off. Pat Foyer's Chris drives away. Don't forget, we got to rub the highway, brother. Yeah. Ain't seen one of those in a while. Again, his was on constraint, couldn't get it. We got it after the fact and put it on the car when it got here for prep. Great to see you guys. Welcome to Coffee with Conti. It's our all New York Corvette send-off Pat vlog, even though I look like a tourist. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. From one rapid blue car to another one, here's Steven from New York. All right, guys, we've not officially introduced you to our new customers. There's Steve and his wife from New York. I just want to get excited. Brian is getting this car in New York, and what a small world that we connect through this channel, man. This is so cool. I love you guys, man. Thank you so much. Brian, you're in Huntington, New York. You're in
Centerport, New York. And he knows that's about 2 miles from Huntington.
Yeah, oh my God, you guys are gonna run into each other at the gas station. So he wanted to hear your car.
Freaking Z06.
And his freaking Z06, you lucky dog. I love it.
Oh, holy cow.
Oh yeah, dude.
You're right, you can't pick that up on video.
And just driving it, and the high pitch and the revs and the shifts.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
And the pops.
You're driving, oh yeah, the pops. You're driving a race car to the grocery store. I love it.
Oh my God.
Absolutely love it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
While we're out here, let's show off Steve's car.
Yeah.
Did a couple of things with the aftermarket companies that we like to use, ACS Composite and Paragon. This piece right here, the sun's starting to move up on it. You can't really see. It is carbon flash. This is the same GM side rocker extension, and on the description on the website, they say it's black. This is what their black looks like. It's this it is black, I guess, maybe. Almost like a dark gray plastic, but you can see the disparity between the carbon flash and their black. So it's not the same. And I think you're going to
probably... that's going to be my first yes.
You're going to change that out a little bit?
I'm going to change that out.
But when you're over here on the side of the car, the body blade, this looks great. And just when you thought I was done with my car, thanks to Steve. Dude, I know you guys give me all these ideas, so what the hell, I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to add these winglets. I was indecisive, but you know what? I am doing it. These, what the hell do you call these things? Wickers?
Wickers.
Yeah, the wickers. Yeah. And these are from ACS, is that right?
Yeah.
ACS.
I went with the red Corvette.
Yeah, I like the red Corvette because
I got my calipers. I got the red on here.
Red line wheels.
Yeah.
Yep. And look at this in here. The sun's kind of popping on a little bit. Let me show you this here. Got the stealth package. Nice job, Steve.
Yep.
And this stuff from Paragon. Got this piece right here. If I don't do a carbon fiber steering wheel,
right.
Wink, wink to Corey out there. These guys are so freaking cool. This piece here, I love. I never thought about on that chrome piece on your steering wheel to put that on, and it dresses off perfectly. They've got the paddles here. I've got these. I love those. One piece you might want to get is the piece rated here on your shifter.
Yes.
It's a real booger to put on.
I thought it would be.
Yeah, you kind of take the two tabs that go in where the reverse and the drive tabs are, and you kind of go forward and then tuck it down in, and you really got to get it positioned just right. But it'll tie in nicely with your stealth package in here and a little accents of carbon fiber. It works, man. It really does. Thanks for waiting. Thanks for all your support and your understanding. Very easy and enjoyable to work with you, man. I appreciate that very much.
Only 19 months.
Yeah. How many Corvettes? Is this your first? This is the first one?
Really, technically my second.
Okay.
I'll tell you, when I was a probably 17, 18 years old,
Okay.
I got rear-ended with my mom's Buick Skylark convertible, 1969. Okay, and it got totaled.
Oh gosh.
So we got them, but we were okay.
Okay.
So I got the money and I bought a Corvette.
Ah.
My mom made me get rid of it 2 days later.
Oh my gosh.
So what? I got a safer car. I got a Chevelle SS 396.
So what did you have for 2 days?
I had a Corvette. Yeah.
What year?
I don't even remember.
Don't even remember. You were just so young. Wow.
Yeah.
So you got home and she probably went, what is that? Oh, yeah, it wasn't, probably wasn't a conversation we can share on the channel.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, us old school guys, you know what it was like.
So now I got one. Thank you.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Yes. See, it is so cool to have these conversations with you guys and share the moments and share the stories. And getting to this point in our lives is really, really fun for me. It's fun for you.
Yep.
It's fun for people in our audience that have had Corvette. A lot of people watching haven't had Corvette. So, you know, from the marketing sales standpoint, I hope that does motivate you to get one of these cars and enjoy your life, enjoy what this car brings to our lives, and call your boy Ricky if you're looking for a car.
Absolutely. He's the best.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. You guys are so cool.
Yeah.
Dude, you've been an absolute blast to work with, man.
You've been great. You're the best.
So understanding,
Yes.
so much fun. What a cool car guy. Congratulations. This is kind of officially your first Corvette. So
Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're going to have this one for more than 2 damn days. Yes. Have a blast, man. I look forward to seeing you out on the road, my man.
You got it.
All right. Let's give him a send-off, Pat. Going back to New York. Here it is. Send off, Pat. Yes. And the winglets, we're going to give him a run. Yeah. Thanks, you guys. Congratulations. Beautiful car. And I'm not just saying that because I own Rapid Blue. That's a beautiful car. I'm telling you, we have some good ones and that crazy story still to come on today's all New York Corvette send-off Pat vlog on Coffee with Conti. I have so much fun with you guys, even if you're not here for delivery when we're putting it on the truck. Here's a freaking Z06 going to Brian in New York. And real quick, a shout out to the Long Island Corvette Owners Association. Appreciate you guys watching as well. This is a special New York vlog. Send off Pats from people coming here from New York to get their car. And this particular one we're shipping to New York. Brian had asked me, he says, Rick, before you ship the car, can you do a quick walk around video? It's just starting to rain, so we're gonna have to jump in the truck and wipe it down, but you might get dizzy. Okay, Brian, here's your walk around. Okay, gang, if you're new to the channel, welcome. It's great to have you here, and you don't know what a send-off pat is. That's when I pat the car on the rear. I make it official. I just want to say thank you and congratulations on your new Corvette purchase. And it really is amazing to me and touching to me how we're connecting through the channel and through this car. And one of the text messages I got from Brian, he says, I'm so glad that our paths crossed. And Brian, I am too. One day, I know his intention was to come here, but we were able to ship it sooner than he was able to come here and shake hands. But at one point, sooner than you think, I think we're going to meet and we're going to shake hands. We'll tell you more about that as we get closer. Hey, and real quick, let me say hi to all Brian's buddies. Let me actually, you guys have been busting his chops. Yeah. You guys are so funny. And again, how we connect to the channel. They've been seeing his car. I like to talk about the people that I'm doing business with. I love to share the stories and the experiences because it really is awesome for me to be a part of it with you guys. And as you guys are watching me talk about, oh, let's go to Brian in New York, and you're at the club meeting, I think, the other night, and they said, hey, Brian, when you get your car? Is your car here? Yo, man, where's your car? Hey, stop busting his... Yeah, those. In the meantime, Brian... Dude, I know you can't hear that, but I can, and it's freaking awesome. It really is. What a pleasure working with you, man. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for the flexibility. Thank you, folks, for watching and sharing in my customers' moments, because I know you probably have your own moments that you're reminiscing about, and you're like, yeah, I understand the excitement. I remember when I got my Corvette, and I hope one day that you and I, if we've not done business, that we do have that opportunity. All right, we gotta do the send-off pat in the rain. I gotta jump in the truck and wipe it down, but I know it's going to his detail center anyways, but still, I want to deliver it the best condition that I possibly can. So thank you again, you guys. A lot of New York ships coming up in today's Coffee with Conti. Before we go see the trucker, you gotta just see the bird's eye view. This is where Brian's gonna be sitting right here. Let me look at this. Is this just like perfect, man? And I got you in my mode, Brian, all right? So the exhaust is open, everything else is set like touring. You got a little bit of a red accent, goes with your adrenaline red dipped interior, goes with your Z06. Man, this is beautiful, dude. We're going to put this on the steering wheel to protect it in the shipping process. And if you get a dipped interior, just my personal tip is, whether it's adrenaline red or the natural dip, get either all-weather mats or get the black carpeted mats that'll have the accent stitching. That way it tones down the interior, but actually makes it manageable. Because as soon as you step on the red carpeting or the tan carpeting, one time, it's toast, man. So get those kind of mats. I think it looks good with the interior, but it's also functional for you guys too. All right, now's the fun part, the official part. We do the send-off pat. After you guys paid for the car, you do the wire transfer, all that stuff, then you're like, your head goes bonkers. You're like, okay, when's my car coming? It's coming right now, Brian. Congratulations, man. Freaking Z06 send-off pat going to Long Island. Yeah, got little winglets. Yeah, there they are. We're gonna rub them. We're gonna rub them. Yeah. Congratulations, man. I'm just gonna tell you something. You ain't gonna want to hear this. You've got a 19 Grand Sport now, beautiful car. Once you start driving this car, you're gonna go, what Grand Sport? It happens every time, man. That's right, I love New York. I love Corvettes. It's our all New York Corvette send-off pat vlog on today's Coffee with Conti. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, ladies, I know you're watching too, and I want to hear from you on this next guy. He orders a new Corvette on his honeymoon. What do you think about that? Hope you guys are enjoying today's Coffee with Conti. It's all New York deliveries. We have another fun one, and a guy's wife that might be up for Wife of the Year against another lady that's in today's vlog. We'll tell you that story in just a minute. Here's Trevor and his dad from New York. What's up, man? Great to see you, man. Yeah. It is great to see you. Congratulations on such a beautiful spec. The Tech Bronze wheels that were on constraint. How you got them, I don't know, but you got them, and that's all that matters. And I'm just pumped that you're coming from Mustang to Corvette.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. What brought all that about, dude?
Just love cars, have loved them from the beginning. I got the Corvette as a little present to myself back about 10 years ago. And now, you know, my wife said, we've been together for 7 years, it's time to get married. I said, then it sounds like it's time for me to order my Corvette.
And that's part of this story here. Let's talk about your wife. Our nickname is Alex. You just call her Alex? Okay. Yeah. Alex, you're awesome. I wish you were here, but Dad's here, so this is cool. This is not just a guy thing, so I'm glad you're a part of this. Trevor was on his honeymoon and was ordering his car. That's right. Now, how many of you guys out there right now, if you're on your honeymoon, honey, I'm sorry, I got to take this call, I'm ordering a vet. You're freaking what? Get off that phone. No, she knew it. And you and I talked when you were on, I don't know where, I think you were on a cruise or something, weren't you?
Yeah.
I thought that was the greatest thing. And I've got a just married sign that I haven't put on the car out of respect to Trevor. So hopefully we can put that on when he does a send-off pat and drives out real quick. I don't have the cans or none of that kind of stuff, but I just wanted to celebrate that. I thought that was really cool. Here you got a brand new wife that is allowing you on your honeymoon to order a Corvette. That was for you, Alex. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And the spec is awesome. One of the few guys that have gotten the competition sport seats. You guys call it, oh, it's a GT3. Now it's called competition sport. And you sat in the seat, and what did you think, your first impression?
Very comfortable.
Is that the first time you sat in the comp seat?
Yeah, very first time I sat in the comp seat. I went to a couple of the displays, you know, when the car was first coming out.
Yeah.
and I didn't sit in the comp seat at the time, but I sat in like the GT2 and stuff. So
Okay.
I was going back and forth, but I love the style of the comp seat and I love the look of it. So I just decided to get that one.
Yeah, you did great with some of the accessories too. You did ACS stuff on the front, all the way down the side of the car. You got the high wing on the car and the white. It looks like it goes with the car.
Yeah.
It is fantastic, dude. I'm excited about that. What part of New York, if you don't mind me asking, if we're allowed to share?
Right outside of Albany.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So about 8.5, 9 hours away.
All right, we got a lot of Long Island folks on today's show, but it's great to have you here from the Big Apple regardless. New York,
Yeah.
you just associate Big Apple,
Yep.
but it's great. And you're coming from your Mustangs over there, as I'd said.
Yeah.
I am so excited to get your feedback on what you think of this car, because I don't think you've driven one yet either, have
I
you?
haven't, no.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, you got a long trip back,
Yeah.
and you're going to be impressed.
Yeah.
You're going to
Get
be
familiar
impressed.
with it.
Dad, was he always a car guy?
Yep, always has been.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Little die-cast cars, Hot Wheels and stuff at the house, and now he's into the big ones,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, that's what we had growing up.
Yeah.
All the cars, and the dirt bikes and stuff.
Oh, dirt bikes and stuff too?
Yeah.
Ah, so you are an animal.
Anything with a motor from a very young age.
What was your, you're still a pretty young guy, you're about half my age for goodness sakes, but do you remember your first car?
Well, my very first car I got was a Ford Ranger.
Okay.
But then the first car that I actually bought for myself that, was actually something cool was the Mustang right over there.
Oh, no kidding.
So
Wow.
upgrading from that.
Oh, heck yeah, you are.
over
Oh,
to this.
congratulations, man. It's great to meet you. Thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for taking a moment to introduce yourself to everyone on the channel and sharing the moment and our special New York Send-Off Pat vlog. Now, we told you that he ordered this car when he was on his honeymoon. Now, look at that. Just married, just in time. What do you think of that, Dad?
That's fabulous.
I'm missing the aluminum cans and stuff like that. We'll put an aluminum can sound effect in there for you when he pulls out. Very nice to meet you. Are you going to hop in there with him, or is he? I guess we're going to do a stage send-off, Pat. Dude, I got to thank you so much. It has been so much fun working with you.
so much.
Meeting you in person means a lot. I didn't get a chance to meet your wife, but Alex, awesome job. Thank you so much. We're going to make it official, and we're going to make it fun. We got a high wing. You got to rub that, too. So we're going to do the Just Married Send-Off Pat for Trevor and Alex going back to New York. Cue that can sound effect. Yeah, man. You got to admit, that's pretty cool. Now the official drive off. We had to stage that for you with the... Oh, Dad's trying to get in the comp seats. They're not for everybody, but they are super cool. But it was fun to have the Just Married on the back of the car to tie into their story that he ordered this car on his honeymoon. Oh my gosh. Trevor, congratulations again, man. Wonderful working with you. Thank you so much. I don't know if I'm going to have the whole story for you guys coming up in this special New York Send-Off Pat vlog. We've got another wonderful wife. She's amazing, even more so than Alex. And then after that story, I'll tell you a little bit so you get an idea of the storyline and what's going on, and I don't want to spoil a surprise. But after that, I'm going to tell you a story I haven't told in 20-some years about a wife and her husband, and it didn't end well when it came to a Corvette purchase. And in fact, I'm a pretty direct guy. You guys know that. I don't really hold anything back. And once I tell you that story, I think most of you out there are going to want to punch that husband in the face. Here's David from New York, and before I share his send-off, Pat, I want to share with you what he said to me when he got back home. And this goes to the point what I talked about earlier, how we connect through Corvette, how Corvette motivates us. This is touching. I really loved it. First, I was asking him how the drive was on the way home, and he goes, "Hey, Rick, yes, it was very long, but it was a great drive, and it's great to be back in the Corvette community again. My son, as you know, is nonverbal, but he said blue Corvette at school today and shocked everyone because he never speaks. That alone was worth the price." Thanks, David. Aww. That's David from New York, and I'm excited to meet him. I wish your son could have came because I teased a little bit when I was doing an inventory walk that you got your first Corvette at 22 years old, and now William is 22, and you're kind of reliving that again through your son with the purchase that you're doing today.
Yeah, so I had a Tesla, and he loved the acceleration on it.
Okay.
And we lost it in a storm that we had in New York. It went underwater.
Right.
So I haven't had one, any car in a year. I just use my wife's car.
Sure.
And now when he gets into that, because he doesn't talk, he's nonverbal.
Okay.
But he loved to do the 1, 2, 3, go.
Right.
So he would yell that in the car, 1, 2, 3, go, and we'd take off. So now I look forward to doing that exact same thing.
Now wait till you get the car broken in and then do launch control with them.
Well, it's 8 hours to go home.
So you'll be there.
Broken in by the time I get
you'll be
home.
good. That's fantastic. And we're talking to the office because the wind is really picking up out there, but we are going to do a send-off, Pat, for the Rapid Blue car that I wore the coat just appropriate. Thank you, Joe in Michigan, for the coat. I really love it a lot. But it was neat when I'm looking at your email address, UPS, and I'd asked David, I said, hey, can we talk about this? I got a UPS story that's not really tied to you, but I think you would find it interesting. And I said, I've got this die-cast UPS truck. And he goes, dude, I've got the same one in my office.
Yeah.
So, and incidentally, you're from New York. Yeah, that was given to me from Harry in New York, and it was kind of a bizarre story. And obviously you're here. He tried to buy back in 2005. He was getting ready to retire from UPS, and he had 3 different dealers try to order him an 05 convertible. 2 of the dealers went out of business, bizarre, took his deposits, never got those back. Third dealer just strung him along, and he was frustrated. At the time, we were advertising in the DuPont registry. So he calls me, tells me the story. He goes, I'm kind of going one more time. I'm looking at a national dealer. I really like to order this car. So I go through the process. I said, here, I'll order it without a deposit. When the car comes in, then you pay for the car. He goes, awesome. He was so elated, and he knew that I was in, because I didn't really have the YouTube channel at that time. I had the website, but he knew I was into die-cast cars, and he goes, hey, I'm going to bring you something. And he goes, now I know, this is not a Corvette, but this thing is heavy, guys. It's a real die-cast UPS truck. And it was just really cool. And it's been in my office for almost 20 years. I promised him I would never. So every time I've moved dealerships or moved offices, the UPS truck is still here. So for whatever story that's worth, I thought it was interesting. I just wanted to share that. It was kind of a little correlation, a little throwback for me, but just interesting. My commitment I make to you guys and you guys make to me. So thank you for that. I do appreciate it. So this is going to be your second Corvette. Tell me about the first one that you had when you were 22.
So yeah, it was in 1984. It was used. It had like 7,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
First ever. I love Corvettes forever.
Yeah.
So got that. Had a great time with that.
Yeah.
Had it for about 6 or 7 years. It was one of those things where I never drove it. I wanted to keep the miles low.
Right.
I kept it in my house all the time. And my girlfriend's like, why don't we take the car? I was like, oh, there's too many miles to that restaurant. So something stupid. Like, the cars are made to drive, but here I am saying the resale value.
Right.
It was stupid. I should have drove it a lot more.
You said it best. It was stupid because you're looking years later, you're like, you know what? I'm driving this one.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. Good for you, man. Well, thank you for the business. Thanks for watching the channel and reaching out and just making this fun and easy for me, too. So it's great to be a part of it, man. It really is.
Appreciate it.
Fantastic. A couple of pictures coming up and a send-off, Pat. Don't go anywhere. Have a good safe trip, okay?
Thank you.
We're going to do the send-off, Pat. William, this is going to be for you, man. As soon as Dad gets ready to go, we're going to give you the 1, 2, 3, go. And then we'll do the send-off, Pat, for you, sir. All right, William, this is for you, man. 1, 2, 3, go. We've got a send-off, Pat, for David going back to New York. Congratulations. Thank you so much for the biz. Have a blast, man. This one, as we were talking earlier, I know for a fact, just because of what the car is, but I know he's going to drive this one and truly enjoy every mile. Thanks, you guys. Okay, I told you guys in a recent video, I have to assemble this bow for entertainment purposes only. I'm gonna attempt to do that with you guys right now. Got my instructions right here. Large pull bow instructions. Separate bow tails and find pull strings. There's still some pieces on the ground, so I got close, but it's still kind of, does it still kind of look like a bow? I had to tape it underneath and stuff like that, but yeah, we're gonna put it on the car. I hope you guys are enjoying the show so far today. Don't go anywhere. We've got one more for you. We got that wacky story, but first, let's celebrate the fact that Debbie just bought her husband a brand new Corvette. He has no idea. He's getting it today as you're watching our show, our all New York Corvette send-off Pat vlog, and then you can get your boxing gloves because you will want to hit this guy in the face. All right, guys, I'm having so much fun with you today. Our all New York send-off Pats. And this car right here, this sale came to us thanks to the nice guy, David, that you just saw. So when David gets back to New York, he goes out to dinner with Phil and Debbie. Phil and Debbie pull up. He's already in the restaurant. They get into the restaurant and they said, hey, Dave, did you see that Corvette out there? Oh my God, that blue thing, it's beautiful. The very night, Dave texted me, I think it was like 11 o'clock, no problem, man, I appreciate it. He says, hey, my friend is interested in buying a Corvette for her husband. Debbie contacts me on Monday. She says, I want a blue one, not the same blue as David got, but I want a blue one. What do you got? And we got this one, the Riptide blue car that you're looking at now. And then David tells Phil, oh, the blue Corvette? By the way, that's mine. Phil goes, what? Are you kidding me? Debbie springs into action. She was so swift in getting everything handled and so excited to buy this car for her husband. Debbie, you're awesome. I can't wait to meet you one day. Phil, congratulations. I guess you're not really into sports cars, but you will be after you drive this one time, man. I'm so excited for you. Thanks again for the business from both of you. And Phil, I got to tell you, boy, your car feels great. And that's why I said earlier in today's upload, yes, Trevor's wife is super cool ordering a Corvette on your honeymoon. But Debbie buys her husband a Corvette. Yeah, that is awesome. As far as that bow that I was trying to, I think I got it assembled. Whatever I got assembled is gonna go on the car right here as we're about to do a send-off, Pat. Before that though, let me share with you a story that kind of ties in. It reminded me immediately. She too bought her husband a Corvette, but it didn't have the fun outcome that you're seeing today for Debbie and Phil. Lady came in, it was about 3 months before Christmas, wanted to buy a Corvette for her husband for Christmas. I didn't know what to get. I gave her a couple of questions to ask. He was a car guy, so it was easy to set up and figure out that he wanted a black coupe with the sports seats and the polished wheels. I think this was like 98 or 99, a nice C5 coupe. I go to deliver the car comes in, everything's great. She pays for the car, does all that well in advance before Christmas. And then comes Christmas Eve. My wife and my only son at the time, store's closed. We drive the car to deliver it to their home on Christmas Eve. And oh yeah, I had a red bow on it and everything. And I used to do in-home sales. So the protocol was as you ring the doorbell, knock on the door, you have your business card, you identify yourself, and you don't walk in until you're invited in. Let me tell you, I never made it past the threshold of the front door. And actually, before he came to the front door, I had the car parked in the driveway and it started to snow. So it was kind of pretty, Christmas time, red bow on a black Corvette. Yeah, kind of cool. Introduce myself. My name is Rick Conti from Blah Blah Chevrolet. Merry Christmas. I point to the car. From your wife. Dead silence. Mean stare at me. He looks back at his wife that's in the dining room and screams at her, "What did you do?" And just starts going off on her. I was like, what the hell is happening right now? She's in tears, embarrassed, of course, and leaves. And then he says, who are you again? Well, now I'm cranked up. I looked at my business card and I said, oh, and here it is right here. Rick Conti. I'm like, ugh. This is the guy that you'd want to punch in the face. And he continued to yell at her even though she was nowhere in sight. And I just said, see your keys, see your car, see you later. I come back to the car. My wife's like, what's going on? I said, you're not going to believe this. So I guess it's not always warm and fuzzy when your wife buys you a Corvette. But I'll tell you what, I would give anything to be there when Phil gets this Corvette bought for him from his wife, Debbie. Thank you for joining us today on Coffee with Conti. It's all New York, yo! Send off Pats. One's coming up next. All right, you guys, even though you saw me, I didn't assemble it correctly. Well, it doesn't look so bad after all on the car. And it does look like a Riptide Blue bow. How about that? Let's go get it a send-off, Pat, and get this thing to New York. All right, Phil's getting his first ever sports car, his first ever Corvette from his wife, Debbie. Yeah, man. Really, oh man, I wish I had time to get to New York when this gets delivered. But you guys can tell me all about it, all right? Debbie, I hope you're gonna film some of that. We can share it in a future upload. Phil, congratulations. We've got you a send off pad. Yeah, this got a low wing. We're gonna run that too. And David, congratulations to you once again, sir. Thank you so much for everything. I told you guys this was gonna be a fun one today. All New York deliveries on today's Coffee with Conti. These are send-off pats. We make it official, we have fun. Just another way I want to acknowledge and thank our customers. Wow, what a show today. A lot of great looking cars, some wonderful people, some good stories, some nutty stories. I can't wait to read your comments on today's all New York Corvette send-off Coffee with Conti. Thanks for watching. Support the channel, subscribe, and then hit that bell notification. Thumbs up this video. Continue to make those comments. I love the engagement. I love hearing from you guys. The other viewers like hearing from you guys. And I just like having fun with this car with you right here on the channel. Thank you again for all the support, for your business opportunities. I look forward to seeing you guys at a lot of shows. We're going to be at Paragon next weekend. And this Tuesday, well, Chuck's on vacation. But guess what? We still have a Tech Tuesday. Have a great day. Thanks again for watching. I'm certainly way too animated. Good thing I'm wearing a black shirt. You can't see I just spilled coffee on myself. I'm Italian. I got to stop moving these hands around. Oh my gosh.